The game is mine. The game is mine. The game is mine.
All right, we back. Player T, that's me, Hollywoodindahood.
Yeah.
It don't stop.
Stop, baby.
It don't stop. I'm right here with another great group of ladies right here. Business consulting is their thing. Wisdom Works Consulting. Yeah. I'm right here with Miss Breauna Sweeny. And Mom, what's your name again? I don't want to butcher it.
Sheree.
Sheree.
Twin.
Welcome, ladies. I appreciate you. Twin, yeah, for real. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now, business consulting. Wow. So I can come to you for what, Breauna?
Pretty much everything. If you're trying to start a nonprofit organization, I do grants. I help with fundraising. I do the 501c3 legalization and things like that. Pretty much any questions regarding that.
Right.
Outside of nonprofits, LLCs, if you need vendor's license, anything dealing with paperwork, solicitation license. I do things with musicians such as music copyrights, book copyrights.
Wow. So you help artists through that process.
Yep, everything behind the scenes. You definitely can count on it from
Yeah,
us.
you got help now. Don't say Player T there to bring you no help. You got help now.
But it's not even just that though. Like we're doing like events, just different things. Different
Also,
things.
you got events and stuff going on there. You got Mom down with the team too. Hey, Mom.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for being here. Now, your wonderful daughter got all this going on. You play a part in it, obviously.
A little bit, yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, I am doing the event planning part that she's talking about. I'll be doing that
What
part.
type of events?
Baby showers, birthday parties, gender reveals, stuff like that. Like the smaller things, nothing like weddings or anything like that, but some smaller things. I think I'm able to do those. A lot of people ask me to do them, and she just threw me in there kind of. But I want to help her in any way that I can. And I don't know a lot about this business part, this paperwork stuff that she's doing, but I do know about the event side of it.
Mom and daughter team.
Yeah.
What you know about that?
Business, baby.
Now, Breauna, you
What it's
you mentioned a real important thing in the things you say you do, grant writing. So that leads me to believe that you've been successful at writing grants.
Yes.
Getting that
Wow.
big bread
You
in.
care to speak on some of the grants you might have wrote for?
We got a lot of grants. We had a neighborhood connections grant. I got an
Anybody know about
Yeah.
them? They giving at least 3 or 4 grand up.
we had a grant with the city.
Okay.
Then I got a lot of bigger sponsorships, like the Brown Stadium and
Wow.
Walmart and things like that. But that's regarding another business. As far as with the consulting, it's an LLC, so you don't necessarily have to have a grant for an LLC.
Right.
So I do fundraising for that in other ways.
Well, to be successful at grant writing and getting with organizations like Neighborhood Connections and having the city sponsor you and support you with your grants, that says a lot about you right there. What kind of, you have a certain educational upbringing, or did you go to school, or what happened? You kind of self-taught, or what?
For the most part, I'm self-taught. I did go to school for broadcasting. I went to Ohio Media School before it was called that, and I learned about TV broadcasting, radio broadcasting, sales and marketing. So I did go to school and got a certificate in that. But I pretty much was self-taught. I didn't get taught how to make a grant. It was just I was always good in English and researching and always reading. So.
It sounds like a lot of what you do is, a lot of people, and you could play those people like instruments on the piano. You could push those buttons. You can work your relationships, take your knowledge to the next level, and help the next person out with whatever they got going on through your relationships and what you know.
Definitely. That's been a key tool. Especially with having an LLC and a nonprofit, I can kind of go back and forth about anything. Somebody comes to us as Wisdom Works, you know, in consulting. If they come and say, hey, just do some consulting for me with my nonprofit, you know, they can sit down with me face to face. I can give them some advice, help them structure their company, give them, you know, I help with employee handbooks, all those type of things. I'll have a session like that, and then I'll say, okay, well, now that all this is done, I wish I knew how to promote it, and then I can take that to my nonprofit, and then I have it promoted over there. So it's like just merging them. I mean, they're not the same company, but it is a great tool to have when trying to get things done, having both.
Now, are you doing all this, and are you in the workforce also, or is it strictly all you doing what you got going on?
This is all I'm doing.
All
I'm doing.
Focusing on me and what I got going on. I can't spend so much time doing what somebody else want me to do.
Yeah, it's a lot to get to.
How did it get like this, Breauna? How did it get where you got serious to where you created a lane for yourself?
Taking risk.
Taking risks.
When you
got
just really
children?
follow your heart. Yeah, I got a daughter.
You got a daughter. Wow, how old is your daughter?
2.
2.
Yeah.
Wow, ain't no excuses around here.
No excuses. Can't have one.
Can't have no excuses.
Can't have no excuses.
Got that from Mom.
Yep. She taught me
I
that.
actually think she being a little modest a little bit because she has a whole lot going on. Like, she was a Christian rapper. Then, so she has CDs out. She's written 2 books. Her nonprofit organization, the 2-year-old, and then this with the Wisdom Works. So
Got to be really proud.
I'm super proud of her. And there was so many people who was like, why she just won't get a regular job? She's not the regular type of girl.
Was it a thing about like, this girl got a ball of energy, that's mine, right there? Was it a thing like that?
Yeah, it was. But, I mean, at first I was one of the ones like, you need to just get a job. You need to get a job.
Okay.
I was like that.
You know what? I'm glad you're honest that you brought that up. Hold up, no. I'm glad you were honest to speak on that because that is, and a lot of people know that tear a lot of people down because then they don't know how to think outside the box or they don't have the courage to keep thinking along the lines to do something for themselves if you're not strong-minded. Now, Sheree, what changed your mind and changed you to change course and stop talking like that to where now you're like, look, we're going to do this together. I'm gonna take the initiative and I'm going to do this that you're not doing it part of the business. How did it go to the opposite extreme?
Because I see it was nothing I was going to change her mind. She was just dedicated, and that's where her heart was at. Her heart was with people. So it was like, I can't just go and be inside these 4 walls and be on this clock from 9 to 5. I want to do my thing. I want to talk to people. I want to see where they head at. I want to experiment in music. I want to experiment with writing. I want to do this. I'm going to open up this, and I saw her drive and I was like, I'm not going to shut that down. I don't want to shut that down.
Now, let me ask you another question. Now, I know Breauna would come to you when there was a tough going, maybe even a failure in business, because everybody experiences failures, but it's you keep going. So, what was it that kept Breauna going? Was it something you said, something she has in her, something you brought out of her? Like, what is it?
We had so many long talks and everything. So many long talks. But I always tell her, just don't give up. And I always tell her, I'm like, one day I'm going to see your name in lights. I'm going to see your name in lights. You're going to be that big. And every year she get new opportunities. She sat with the Salvation Army. She had a meeting with them. And then she had, what is those things you have? The anniversary things?
Anniversary parties?
No, what is it called? Well, whatever. She has these big events. Like every year we have to go to some big event, and then so it's bigger and bigger. She's sitting with bigger people and bigger people.
Breauna, what's giving you that courage when you're walking in that room with these types and they're saying yes? What is it you bringing into the room?
I trust God, really. I I trust God, and I know, faith without works is dead. So I just say, keep working. Keep working and keep talking to God. And
So it
the
sounds
door's
like you
open.
be well prepared. You're going there, you got your T's crossed, your I's dot, so to speak.
I try to be confident about what I know, and what I don't know, I try to figure it out. And dealing with people in business, they want to know, what makes them feel more comfortable is, do you have the answers for me?
Yeah.
So I try to come very prepared before I get there.
With the
I
answer.
analyze what they might ask me, what they might not ask me, when they might ask it to me. That's how calculated I am.
Okay. Now, has there ever been a time where you got with somebody and they say, I need all this help, and it was just real simple, but you didn't make them seem small? You did what they asked you to do, and you were able to help them out?
Yes. That's one of the reviews that I've gotten a couple of times, as far as a positive thing with working with me, that I've been told, that I'm just trying to, that I'm grateful for the feedback on.
So you got a book, I'm hearing?
Yeah, definitely. I got 2 books right now. This is Chain Reactions. It's a fiction book. That's one of them.
Can we get a close-up real quick, please?
Gotta check it out, guys. You can
Chain
get
Reactions. Hold on, let me read the, what do they call this on the back of the book?
Synopsis.
Synopsis, okay.
Don't get controversial.
Okay, Chain Reactions, Breauna Sweeny. Have you ever wondered why and how a person could be gay? What is it like? How does it happen? Well, in this series, you will find out 3 households struggle to remain a family while dealing with lust, betrayal, greed, and deceit. Will they withstand all their obstacles, or will they be torn apart? Join the chain and watch the reactions. Yeah, that's...
Get
Yeah.
that on Wisdom Works.
Hold on, is this based off true stories or something like that?
It's fiction, but I know people in the lifestyle, and
You know people in the lifestyle.
and yeah,
What made you want to
there's a lot going
tackle
on in the lifestyle.
these type of topics? Sexuality.
It's an uprising. It's been an uprising over the years, and people are becoming more comfortable with that lifestyle. Then it's a lot of, how do I put it? They're trying, not people, but they're trying to make society a little bit more comfortable with that lifestyle.
Yeah, they force feeding it down your throat.
Well, yeah, I think it's more of like a promotional thing that they doing more so than really caring about people.
Yeah.
I don't think that they really care about people's preference. I think it's they capitalizing and it's all about a dollar with them. It's all about
Yeah.
I agree.
It's all about what somebody can buy off of it versus somebody really being, really
Caring about the situation.
dealing with their character and their sexuality really up front.
Right.
And so the media has perpetuated it and exploited it,
For sure.
in a way that is just disgusting, really, if you ask me.
Well, I'm seeing on the book cover you got New York, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. Why that is? What's that about?
Well, they're different. It's a series. It's going to be an 8-part book.
This is the first part.
That's the first part, but you can go
So
to
it's gonna be
Wisdom
8
Works.
books to it.
It's gonna be 8. Yeah.
Wow.
Go to wisdomworksandconsulting.com and get the rest off of the website. But pretty much, just trying to shed light on what that lifestyle is actually like, some of the things that they're going through, why your child might make that decisions. Those decisions are based off circumstances, and then some people just believe that's who they are. And then for others, it's a phase. I'm just showing different lanes of how, from adolescence, how they got to that point of deciding to date the same sex. I've been around the lifestyle. I had a phase in the lifestyle before, and I think that it's something that people should, because it's not like regular life.
How did you recover?
How did I recover?
Or maybe that's the wrong word. Maybe that's me being judgmental or something. I don't mean to be, but how did you? You're not the same.
It was a phase. I was a teenager.
It was a phase.
I was a teenager. Yeah.
So
I'm only 28.
I thought you were younger than that. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
That's pretty good. So you were able to mature from dabbling in things that you had interest in.
Yeah, you know, I think at some point every teenager kind of want to know, who am I? And you're gonna test different things. You're gonna try. You're gonna see what's going on.
Let me
Around that
ask you a
time, it was
question.
the Nicki Minaj era. Around that time.
Oh, okay,
and
okay.
That's, you know, around that time.
The reason why a lot of these young women are the way that they are, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying about that fad, that old trend, you know, that old following, you know, because, you know, we need leaders. We don't need no followers, you know what I'm saying?
Right, leaders.
Women and men. We don't just need no, you know, anybody, but we do need people that's going to stand up and say what's right, man, and create families, because that don't create families.
Now, I want to ask you, because you do so many things with your Wisdom Works and consulting. You know, was it a thing about you did a great job in an instance and you learned so much that you were able to expand your business and do other things under the umbrella?
Yeah, for sure. I got two scenarios. One was with my nonprofit. I leaped out on faith, and you know, I took what I already knew as far as with writing and things like that, and started pursuing the grants and doing the structures with a business partner of mine. And as our nonprofit progressed, I realized, I looked up and I was like, okay, this was me just experimenting at first, but I'm kind of having a niche. Like, this is working. I'm really able to get us funding. I got us a grant.
Yeah.
You know, wait a minute. I did that. And then it's like the more
Yeah.
things you do, you build your own confidence up along the way, and it allows you to become more bold. And then I took it a step further, like, you know, I love my company, I love what I do, but I'm still not fulfilled. And it was because I had other things in me that I needed to get out, and that's where Wisdom Works and Consulting came from. You know, I thought about a person like me. Like, when I first started, I was so lost and I was scared. I just know I want to do this, but I don't know how to do this. I don't know nobody that know about contracts and how to legalize a business, and this stuff is so intimidating, it's so scary. So that's why I started Wisdom Works and Consulting for the little guy, for the person that want to do something and not knowing where to go. I don't even know somebody to go to. And if I go to somebody else, they might outsmart me. If I try to go to some company, I try to be out here. Yeah, steal my ideas. I try to be out
Do you have the
here.
confidence now to work with anybody, a Fortune 500 company?
I can work with anybody. I believe it. I'm working with a guy right now. We're doing a federal trademark and for his music publishing company, and then we're doing a record label. I mean, I'm getting a lot of opportunities, and I'm just knocking them out. And you know, thanks to God. Thanks to God.
Yeah, energy. Hold on, do you got a significant other?
No.
Because I don't think you got
All
time,
right, I
man.
ain't got no time.
You ain't got no time. If somebody wanted to patronize your business and get with you, and get with you and consult with you, how can they reach you? Where can they reach you at?
You want to go to wisdomworksandconsulting.com for any of these services, the event planning, you know, paperwork as far as book publishing. I do book editing. I can do websites, grants.
So you said that wisdomworksandconsulting.com?
Yep.
Now, your books, real quick, name your books and where they can find them at.
Chain Reactions and From Employee to Boss. It's on Amazon.com, or you can get it from the website.
Yeah, y'all might want to get that one, Employee to Boss, baby. I like that.